Good evening, and welcome to the 17th Annual Nantucket Scholar Announcement. For those of you who don't know me, I am Tom Brzett, Chief Operating Officer at the Nantucket Golf Club and Executive Director of the club's foundation. Thank you for joining us. The last 2 years on this night, I have stated that hopefully things would get back to normal and we would be back in person for this annual event here at the club. Well, we did it. I know we all appreciate that we were able to gather as a group once again, so let's start with a round of applause for that. Speaking of appreciation, I would like to start off by thanking some people on behalf of the foundation for making this program such a success. First and foremost, I would like to acknowledge and thank the Board of Directors of the Nantucket Golf Club. Without their incredible vision and support since the foundation's inception in 2002, we would not be here this evening to make this announcement. And thank you to the members and friends of the Nantucket Golf Club and our incredibly generous sponsors who have contributed in so many different ways to the success of our annual fundraising event in August, the Nantucket Children's Charity Classic. Last year, we raised a record $4 million, and to date, our Charity Classic event has raised over $36 million over the last 20 years for the benefit of youth on Nantucket, which stays here on Nantucket. Truly amazing. Thank all of them for their extraordinary support. I would like to especially thank all of the parents, families, teachers, coaches, and friends of each of our 29 applicants in this year's program. Your contributions have had a significant impact in developing and nurturing these children into mature and responsible adults. Thanks to each of you for your determined and continued support of our Nantucket youth. Collectively, you have been a part of raising amazing young men and women who are the future leaders of our communities, and you need to be thanked. I would also like to thank the Scholar Review Committee. Please stand when I say your name. These individuals have sacrificed their time and once again worked hard all year long to get to this point. I say it every year and I'll say it again. There is absolutely no way this program gets completed without their tireless commitment. It has been a pleasure to work with them again. They are the Foundation's data coordinator for all past and present scholars, who handles all correspondence for the Scholar Program and the Vocational Scholarship Program, Susan McFarland. Principal at Nantucket High School, Mandy Vassell. Superintendent of Nantucket Public Schools, Beth Hallett. Retired, not really, Superintendent of Nantucket Public Schools, Michael Kogart. Owner of La Languedoc Inn and Bistro and our community hero, Alan Cunha. Spanish teacher and world language department team leader at Nantucket High School, Kathleen Hickson. And you're a school nurse at Nantucket High School and one of the very first Nantucket Scholars, class of 2006, Kelsey Perkins. Thank you, Scholar Review Committee, for, as I like to say, being awesome. A big thank you to all of the NGC team members who worked so hard to set up and produce this event. If any of you could have seen what this clubhouse looked like yesterday, you would be as impressed as I am. Thank you very much for everyone at NGC. And last but certainly not least, thank you to my amazing wife, Leslie, who is the primary reason that I am able to do my job every day. Not only did she raise 4 incredible children, yes, I know I am biased, she is also my compass for pretty much everything in life. For example, when I wanted to start off this evening's presentation with one of my very funny jokes, she quickly talked me out of that idea. And we all know that was a great decision. Thank God for Leslie. This evening, 2 Nantucket Scholars will be announced. But this night is also about celebrating these 11 individuals and what they have been able to achieve over their scholastic career. Each and every one of them deserves to be here this evening, and we are honored to recognize an incredible group of students and scholars. Melanie, Max, no, you don't have to stand forward yet. Sonia, Evelyn, Sarah, Kevin, Katherine, Angelica, Marianne, and McLean. And Hannah, I missed Hannah, sorry. You are outstanding individuals, and it has been my utmost pleasure getting to know you over these last 5 months. Congratulations again on being a Nantucket Scholar Finalist. In recognition of your extraordinary accomplishments, and as a token of our deep appreciation for participating in this process, the Foundation is providing each of you with an off-to-college NGC gift bag. But first, your principal, Mrs. Vassell, would like to recognize each finalist personally. Please step forward when your name is called, and once you receive your bag, please join your families at their seats.
Thank you, Mr. Brissette, for your introduction. On behalf of the teachers and staff at Nantucket High School, we want to thank you for your time and efforts, as well as those of the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, for the generosity that you have bestowed upon our students over these years. The support for their secondary education is without measure, and we appreciate all that you do. And now for the main event. Our first finalist, Melanie Annette Baumberg.
There you go. No, after that.
Okay. So Melanie has committed to Salve Regina University. She will be studying nursing, which she decided from the successful internship with Cottage Hospital, where she worked as an intern through the School to Career program. She most enjoys helping people and is looking forward to her career. Her parents are Nicole Evangelista and Scott Baumberg. Melanie's sister, Allison, is her closest friend and confidant. During her years, okay, now y'all can't start already. During her years at Nantucket High School, she has participated in field hockey, basketball, and softball. Melanie is surprised that high school has gone by so quickly, stating that it feels like a blur. The one class that Melanie would have liked to have taken while she was in high school was sign language. And if she could choose a superpower, she'd choose teleporting. I'm pretty sure it's probably to get out of the Hall of the Well quicker. Melanie has served as the class vice president her junior year and senior year. She is an active member of the National Honor Society, has volunteered at the Boys and Girls Club, and the Nantucket Island Safe Harbor for Animals. Melanie works part-time at the Nantucket Peddler. Her boss stated that Melanie is reliable, dedicated, and always upbeat. Qualities needed in a retail establishment. During the annual December Delight fundraiser this school year, Melanie assisted with collecting and counting all the money raised. Melanie hopes to be remembered by her classmates as the one who was always willing to help out. She'll also be remembered for her positive attitude and perpetual smile. Melanie Annette Baumberg. This is practice for graduation, just so you know. Max Berkeley Bibi. Max has chosen and committed to Michigan State University, where he is considering a major in environmental science. Max is very happy to be attending with his friend Cole Evans. Max's parents are Susan Grant, Scott Bibi, and stepmother Christine. Max's siblings are older brother Grant, stepsister Alexis, and stepbrother Liam. Max is very close to his family and is especially proud of his older brother Grant's accomplishments. Max plays soccer and basketball. He wanted to try lacrosse this year, but a basketball injury prevented him from playing. Max stated that being the captain of the soccer team this year was probably his most memorable moment of his athletic career in high school. Max is a member of the National Honor Society. He also volunteers for the Harvey Foundation and especially likes coaching for the 3-on-3 basketball tournament. Max began apprenticing in the scalloping business with his dad during high school and finds the work almost therapeutic. Max likes being out on the water but also enjoys riding his dirt bike. Max works part-time at the boat basin. His supervisor speaks highly of Max's pride in his work and attention to detail. Max stated that his most influential class has been Mr. Gervin's carpentry. Max always exudes efficiency and pride in all of his work. Max Berkeley Bibi.
Michigan, that's almost a cardinal sin of citizenship. Matt, congratulations. Thank you. Gotcha.
It's not Michigan?
No, Michigan, sorry.
Oh, sorry. My mistake. Sorry, Max.
No.
Hannah Lee Dalton. Hannah has committed to Stonehill College, where she will be considering a major in biology and may work towards a career as a dietitian. Hannah's parents are Shauna and Christopher Dalton. She has one younger brother, Hanson, who is very proud of Hannah's accomplishments. Hannah enjoys pottery classes at the Artist Association, which she began taking at age 10 and has become quite the proficient potter. Her most prized piece is a pumpkin that she made using the wheel. Hannah also enjoys cooking and baking. While in high school, one of her more memorable classes was AP Environment. She states that this class taught her a better appreciation of her environment and life on the island. Hannah is a contributing writer for Veritas, is a member of the National Honor Society, and treasurer of her class. Hannah is a seasonal employee at ACI, only due to her dedication to school, as ACI would gladly keep her working year-round. They especially appreciated her commitment to the strict COVID protocols put in place whenever we all did that. Her supervisor has stated Hannah Dalton's character is emblematic of the kind of integrity and perseverance that our community considers its trademark. Hannah Lee Dalton. Sonia Ruby Dar. Sonia has committed to Tufts University and the School of Museum of Fine Arts. Sonia's father is David Dowdy. She has two siblings, Angelica and Oliver, both who were also Golf Scholar Finalists. Sonia is carrying on the family tradition. Sonia is an accomplished bindi artist commonly known as henna, which is actually the paste used to create the artwork, mainly used in celebration of special occasions. Sonia is proud of her Indian heritage and looks forward to learning more about her culture. Sonia is a member of the Anti-Racism Student Alliance group and believes in advocating for her classmates. She wants her friends to know that they can count on her when needed. Sonia is also an active member of the Chinese Club. Sonia has served as the vice president of the National Honor Society and participates in the tutoring program. Sonia also takes pottery classes at the Artists Association and is noted for her attention to detail when working with wheel throwing. Sonia works part-time at the Handlebar, where her supervisor states that Sonia is a valuable part of their team. She is dependable and incredibly hardworking. Mr. Bukhari, Sonia's AP Stats teacher, stated that Sonia is a talented, independent, and self-reliant young woman. Sonia Ruby Dar. Evelyn Jane Faye. Evelyn has committed to Holy Cross, where she is considering the pursuit of a career in psychiatry or art therapy. Evelyn's parents are Les and Jackie Faye. She is the youngest of 4 children with 2 brothers, Ethan and Gavin, and sister Jillian. Evelyn is very close to her family, especially her mom. Her only regret from high school is that she did not spend more time with her family, but has strived to make up for it during her senior year. Evelyn is most noted for her kindness to everyone, including classmates and strangers. Evelyn stated that she has learned the value of acquainting herself with new people and only wishes she had been less inhibited at the beginning of her high school years. If Evelyn could choose a superpower, she would choose the ability to be in 2 places at once, because she truly wants to experience all that life has to offer. Evelyn has played soccer, ice hockey, and lacrosse throughout high school and served as captain on each of her teams. This year, Evelyn received the Boston Bruins Sportsmanship Award. She is a member of the National Honor Society, volunteers for the Harvey Foundation, Holidays for Heroes, and youth sports. Evelyn works at the ACK Surf School in the summer and is the right hand of owner Mr. Norton. A favorite of living on Nantucket for Evelyn are the sunrises. She is amazed by the natural beauty and how each time she sees a sunrise, it is different. Evelyn Jane Fye. Sarah Rachel Hanlon. Sarah is still deciding on her next steps. She has narrowed the search down to UVM, Providence College, and Bates. She's considering environmental science as a course of study, but is leaving her options open. Sarah's parents are Jenny and Tom Hanlon. Sarah has a brother, Iron.
It still sounds the same time.
I had to learn my Irish brogue. A sister, Grace, and a twin brother, Shane. Sarah has been a competitive participant on the soccer, swim, and tennis teams. She is a member of the National Honor Society and Spanish Club. Sarah is a contributing writer for Veritas and fills the role of finance director. Serving as the class president, Sarah has been instrumental in organizing class fundraisers, the junior prom, December Delight, and homecoming activities, including this year's Powder Puff game. Sarah has likely covered more miles on the high school campus than most other students as she goes between all events to take pictures for the yearbook. Sarah plays the piano and really enjoys baking. Her specialty is cake. She also likes to make Irish pancakes, which she learned from her grandmother in Ireland, and makes the traditional treat for her family. Sarah works at the juice bar, where she is a respected mentor for new employees. Her employer stated that Sarah is extremely reliable, leads by example, and takes her work and the job seriously. Sarah's mantra is to be kind to those around you because no one really knows what's going on for others outside of school. Sarah Rachel Hanlon. Kevin Brian Johnson. Kevin is between UConn and Trinity College as his post-secondary choice. He's deciding which one is most likely to enjoy him best. He is planning to be a biomedical major. His interest in this field is inspired through his love of the ocean and living on Nantucket. Kevin speaks highly of his family's Irish heritage. His parents are Fiona and Brian Johnson, who both immigrated from Ireland. Kevin's parents drilled the importance of education with him and his siblings from an early age. Kevin has a younger brother, Jake, and a younger sister, Maya. Kevin has been an avid swimmer for the high school team and served as captain during his junior and senior years. He is a member of the National Honor Society and Chinese Club. Kevin tutors students in biology. He is a certified lifeguard and works on the Nantucket beaches for the summer season. Kevin enjoys coaching young swimmers. He is also certified in boat safety, spends time fishing and spear fishing, and enjoys mountain biking. Kevin worked one summer for Henry Jr. Sandwich Shop. His supervisor stated that she was impressed with his poise under pressure. Kevin's favorite superhero is Superman, and his mantra is hard work pays off. A notable act of kindness that Kevin remembers was working with Rocky Fox to shovel snow for people who may not be able to do so themselves. Kevin Brian Johnson. Catherine Leong Kiomitmaiti. Catherine has committed to Harvard University. This is a goal that she set for herself, making the difficult decision to stop playing volleyball, her favorite sport, after 10th grade in order to focus more on her academics. Catherine's parents are Leong and Somrit Kiomitmaiti, who immigrated to Nantucket from Thailand nearly 20 years ago. Catherine is an only child and fully supports her parents' philosophy of be good, avoid bad. Catherine is a member of the Anti-Racism Student Alliance Group, holding the position of co-president, a member of the Chinese Club and the Salsa Club, which, by the way, Dr. Williams is the leader of the Salsa Club. There's a little tidbit that we learned. She is a student council member and the student ad hoc member of the Nantucket School Committee. Catherine is also a member of the National Honor Society and volunteers to tutor biology students. Catherine was chosen for the Daughters of the American Revolution Good Citizens Award this year. She has worked with the UMass Boston Nantucket Field Station and also volunteered at our island home. Catherine works part-time at the Nantucket Bake Shop as an afternoon supervisor. Her employer stated that she is impressed with Catherine's maturity level and appreciates that Catherine receives many compliments from the shop's customers. If you are fortunate to have a conversation with Catherine, you will find that she is very inquisitive, eager to learn new information, and is firm in her beliefs. Catherine Leong Kiomitmaiti. Angelica Tarris Oviedo Furman. Angelica has committed to Smith College, where she plans to major in foreign affairs or cultural anthropology. Angelica's parents are Celine Oviedo and Teresa Furman. She has one younger brother, Santiago Oviedo Furman. Angelica is a member of the Chinese Club, the Salsa Club, and the Anti-Racism Student Alliance Group. She enjoys history, science fiction, and is a huge fan of the anti-hero, one of her favorites being Deadpool. We share that in common. Angelica spends time reading about what impacts our society, which led to her interest in foreign affairs. This year, Angelica played Fester in the recent musical production of The Addams Family. You may not have recognized her. She did not look the same. She played volleyball 9th and 10th grade, but knew she needed to focus on her coursework. Miss Gurley commends Angelica for her tenacity as a multilingual learner. She states that Angelica pushed boundaries in order to excel academically. Angelica was born in Cabrera, Dominican Republic, and while she loves living on Nantucket, she still considers Cabrera her home. Angelica Tarris Oviedo Furman. Two to go. Marianne Vasquez Cruz. Marianne is still deciding between the Massachusetts College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences and Duke University School in China, which she has been accepted to both. She plans to study pharmacy. Marianne's parents are Virginia Vasquez Cruz and Oscar Chavez. Marianne has a huge amount of respect for her grandmother, who inspired her dedication to education. Marianne is very active at Nantucket High School, where she is a member of the Chinese Club, Salsa Club, National Honor Society, Rotary Interact Club, the High School Band, and the Accidentals and Naturals. She is also a member of the Congress of Future Medical Leaders, is a blog writer, and tutors students in biology, chemistry, Spanish, and algebra. Marianne enjoys mentoring younger students and really liked working at the Boys and Girls Club. Club director Mr. Foster stated that Marianne was a good worker for them, and he enjoyed having her at the club. Marianne thanks Mr. Mimic for his help with her college decision efforts and for answering all of her questions. Marianne works part-time at Dan's Pharmacy and really appreciates the experience, stating it definitely helped make her career choice. Her employer states that she is a quick learner, takes initiative to learn more skills when the opportunity arises. Marianne is an avid advocate for other students and enjoys helping where she is needed. Someday, Marianne hopes to travel to Italy. Marianne Vasquez Cruz. And then there was one. McLean Shea Willett. McLean has committed to Boston College. She is not quite sure what her major will be, but expects that it will center around her love of writing. Her parents are Mark and Krista Willett, and she has one brother, Camden. McLean has played field hockey, basketball, and softball while attending Nantucket High School and has been named captain on each of her teams. Basketball is her favorite sport, but she is thinking she may try a new sport at BC, maybe tennis. She could ask Sarah Hanlon for some lessons. McLean is a member of the National Honor Society, editor-in-chief of Veritas, and a member of the Spanish Club. McLean volunteered at the Boys and Girls Club and credits this experience with her considering future work with children. McLean has enjoyed all of her high school days and only regrets that she did not keep a journal. Ms. Fanoff states that McLean is an outstanding classroom leader and brings 100% commitment to her work every day. McLean's can-do spirit is also noted by Boys and Girls Club director Mr. Foster. One of McLean's favorite activities this year was portraying Susan B. Anthony and rallying for women's suffrage rights. McLean quotes her father regularly when he tells her that it doesn't matter. Sometimes it's just the experience. McLean stated that if she could have a superpower, it would be time travel. McLean Shea Willett.
Thank you, Mrs. Askin.
Thank you.
You all did great. Okay. Before I make the final announcement, NCTV and the Nantucket Golf Club have produced the following video about the Scholar Program for your viewing pleasure. Brianna Laville, John Carl McGrady. The Nantucket Golf Club Foundation started in 2002. In 2006, we added the Nantucket Scholar Program to inspire students to attend higher levels of education which might otherwise not be financially possible. We typically begin with a paper application for the students. In recent years, we have added a video introduction as well. They create a video that tells the committee a little bit about themselves that might not be conveyed through the application.
Hi, my name is Sarah Hanlon, and this is how most people know me.
Hi, my name is Sonia Dar, and today I will be doing an art called Bendy.
Welcome to Day in the Life of Marianne.
I hope you enjoyed my video. I look forward to meeting you all in person.
This year we had 29 applicants, and then the committee interviewed each candidate. After much deliberation, we selected our 11 finalists.
Ever since I was little and I knew this scholarship was a thing, I knew that one day I strived to be a finalist for it.
So I've actually watched a bunch of people that I've been friends with kind of go through it. And I distinctly remember one of them, she was honest. She's like, I don't think I'm gonna win. But I just think that the process of going through these kind of interviews and learning to be able to talk with adults really helped her to grow. So I decided that that was something that I definitely wanted to try.
Like, I've always looked up to the Nantucket Scholars. I've always thought, like, man, I want to be like them. The Nantucket Scholar is someone who represents their community extremely well, who does well in school, who's a great role model. And I just, if I could impact someone the way the Nantucket Scholars have to me, that would be an achievement for me.
Once chosen as finalists, we figure out a number of additional ways to evaluate the group. We hold forums, interviews, writing prompts, and additional in-person presentations. Every year, we vary how we assess the students. This year, we started with a presentation to the 8th graders. As this is always a new experience for the scholars, it can be a little nerve-wracking, but we know from past experience they get more comfortable as time goes on.
I was stressing out, to be honest, when I woke up this morning. Usually when I'm about to public speak, I get up in front of everyone and then I completely lose everything I was about to say, no matter how many times I go over it in my head.
Hi, I'm Max. First of all, I just say to put yourself out of your comfort zone more, because I wish I did that more. So now here I am doing that. Not very good at it.
Just do what you feel most comfortable and just try your best since it's high school and you guys are gonna have a great 4 years. So good luck. Thank you. When I woke up, I was actually practicing in the mirror in my bathroom. I was like, oh, like I had some notes that I wrote down and I was like, okay, so just go through this and just practicing a couple of times. I was practicing last night too. So I was like, I have to do really well. So yeah.
So today we have leaders of our community, and they're going to bring up some different town and world-related issues. And we're going to do a little question and answer.
Are we doing enough? I'd be interested to see how you guys feel about the diversity of the island. Are there groups out there that don't really feel comfortable here? And if so, how do we reach out to them more?
Although we have a lot of diversity here, I feel like we don't celebrate it enough. Like, I think it's something that I personally am really proud of growing up here, is how diverse we are. So I feel like there's a chance for us to kind of celebrate it.
We had soccer together, and that's the one event that brought us together. And she gave me these little cookie things that were from her culture, and now they were one of my favorite things, and I'd ask her for them before every single game. So you realize how much you can really enjoy something from another culture. You just have to be brave enough to give it a chance.
As I was sitting here watching these students respond, I'm always amazed at how articulate they are.
I feel like I was nowhere near that smart or informed or involved or well-spoken. They really have thought about things. We have kids who are looking out for their community and also really want to learn. And I am always impressed at how well-spoken they are.
Yeah, so coming to you from Dune Restaurant, we've got a Nantucket Golf Club Scholarship dinner.
There's like 11 of us, and there's the committee members, they sit in between us, and they just make conversation. It's nice and chill.
I think the lessons that I'm learning and the skills that I'm getting to develop through all the interviews are definitely going to be things that I'll take with me through the rest of my life. And in college, when I have certain things that I'm having to talk to adults for, and just in the future when I'm applying to a job even, I think everything I'm learning will definitely be helpful to me.
Through the process, I've definitely learned a lot about myself. I am definitely a very nervous public speaker, but I think over the process I've gotten a little bit more used to it since I've had to do it so often with the interviews, and I mean, I've gotten along with them very well, so it just seems like I'm talking to a friend nowadays.
It's been a lot, honestly. I mean, just like to be a part of it, it means a lot, and then the generosity of it, it's great.
It makes me feel good about myself, to be honest. Like, I worked really hard and I'm glad that people are appreciating it.
Like, it's taught me a lot. It's made me into a better person. So win or lose, I'll be happy just with the process.
Once the final interviews have been completed, we meet as a committee one last time to select our 2 scholars. This can be a very long discussion, as each finalist is eminently qualified to become the next scholar. The decision isn't made lightly.
Right now, it kind of just feels like the waiting game because we've been doing so much and now it's sort of just a break until the announcement. But I'm kind of feeling proud of everything we've done so far. It's really cool to see how we are now versus the start of this whole process. So I would say that I'm really proud of how far I got.
I've gained the most self-confidence out of this, I think, win or losing.
Public speaking, I think I gained a lot of confidence in that sense.
At first, when they gave us a writing prompt, and I was able to finally settle down and write down what I wrote about, which was about food inequity at schools, it really sat down with me. I was like, I feel like now I know exactly where I'm trying to head in life. I think that was what I really found meaningful about this whole process.
So I think that getting to be a finalist was like a turning point for me because I realized that I have my own worth and it's not just me like faking it to make it somewhere. I like actually achieved this myself.
There's really not that much pressure. It's honestly more of an opportunity for us. And I definitely am gonna miss it.
So I just wanted to thank the Nantucket Scholar Committee and Nantucket for just being such a great community.
We like to think that the Scholar Program has added value to the Nantucket Public Schools, hoping that by offering this program, all applicants benefit from learning lifelong skills. Public speaking, interviewing, conversing with peers, and having to sell yourself a bit. For so many years, we have watched the candidates grow right before the committee's eyes. It is truly the journey within the journey. The following can be said about each and every one of these young men and women. The Nantucket Scholar is a student who has established a pattern of academic and personal success at Nantucket High School. Personal attributes reflect strength of character, which includes honesty, integrity, morality, and responsibility. The Nantucket Scholar demonstrates outstanding citizenship, emulated by a cooperative attitude, spirit of adventure, and enthusiastic effort. This student is a positive influence on school peers, is involved in varied extracurricular activities. The Nantucket Scholar is indeed an elite student who meets and maintains rigid academic standards and strives for personal challenge. The Nantucket Scholar takes pride in all accomplishments and works diligently toward the goal of attaining a superior education. This outstanding student is eminently qualified to pursue scholarly work at institutions of higher learning. The Nantucket Scholar also is an individual who can communicate and demonstrate a process for giving back to Nantucket and the world community and inspire and motivate others to do the same. The 2022 Nantucket Scholars will receive a scholarship covering the cost of tuition and fees for 4 years at their chosen school or university. It is my pleasure this evening, on behalf of the Board of Directors of the Nantucket Golf Club and the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, to present to you our 2022 Nantucket Scholars. Marianne Vasquez Cruz. And Sarah Hanlon. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 Nantucket Scholars.